You wake to a child's bicycle on its side in the intersection, bell still trembling. Your phone shows unread messages all time-stamped 3 hours ago. You step outside. A kettle still boils on a windowsill. A bus idles with doors open. Traffic lights cycle over empty crossings. No screams, no collapse. Just ordinary life interrupted. You move through frozen vignettes, grocery carts unmoved, a coffee cup cooling on a bench, a swing paused mid-arc. A TV ticker is stuck on breaking headlines. Servers hum in a dark room. The internet remembers us but gives no answers. In a quiet kitchen, you find a child's drawing pinned to a fridge. "See you later, Mom." The small things hit harder than any disaster. Survival becomes practical work. Supermarkets are both lifeline and trap. Generators sputter but run. Pipes and pumps need hands. You rig manual fixes, ration medicine, and learn that machines obey, but many systems demand caretakers. Nature presses in. Vines climb facades, deer wander avenues, trains rust at platforms. The city exhales and begins to look reclaimed. Yet dangers multiply. A gas leak, a bridge weakened by rust, an unmanned freight train hurtling toward a crossing. You climb a signal mast and force emergency brakes. Each narrow success exhausts resources and will. Alone, you notice patterns. Synchronized micro-blackouts, radio static forming near words, consumer drones returning to chargers and blinking in unison. A rusted research lab hides the answer. Whiteboards scrawl phase slip and collective displacement. Logs show a single hour when all human biosigns dropped. They built a containment field meant to move a lab out of harm's way. Coupling failed. People didn't die. They were shifted into pocketed pauses, inaccessible to normal detection. At the console sits a single switch with a yellowed note: reverse/broadcast. Reverse might restore bodies but risks unstable re-entry and fractured minds. Broadcast could mediate return but might trap people in partial states. The choice is brutal. Bring people back imperfectly or preserve them as memories and protect the future. You test carefully on a small island. Instruments spin and a soft field blooms. For a breath, fishermen stagger back to a pier, bewildered and alive. The reversal works imperfectly. Return people show temporal dissonance, memory gaps, nausea, fragmented time. Some come back with knowledge they shouldn't have. Some return without recollection of their own children. The lab's margins hold another plan. An ethical appendix proposing echo rooms, preserved experiential archives where grieving relatives can meet vivid, interactive representations of lost loved ones without subjecting bodies to risky re-entry. Echo rooms offer presence without hazard. You build a prototype. One recovered person enters and meets a living memory so real it aches, yet safe enough to step away from. The world watches. Debates explode. Some demand full restoration at any cost. Others choose preservation and healing first. Consensus forms into a mixed approach. Cautious, targeted reversals for essential cases. Echo rooms for mourning and study. International protocols to govern consent and risk. Months later, the city rebuilds with fewer hands and more care. At the old lab door, you find a Polaroid of the Echo team smiling beside their machine, dated a week after the disappearance. On the back, a line reads, "We went further, and we found them. Not everywhere, not everyone. See you soon." A small island is circled. A faint silhouette stands on the distant shore. You close the lab and watch the tide glint. Some pockets already return on their own. Others remain echoes in vaults. The final question hangs. Would you bring everyone back at any cost, or preserve their echoes to protect the future?